call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Robbins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Robbins. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Lost to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Looking to fire. It's caught. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robbins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he stepped out of the back of the end zone, and it's a safety.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Infocision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
I wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Washington right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Brown? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Browning. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalties penalty flag's down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Line getting set on second down. Making side adjustments here. Going to sling it on second down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Huskies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Power ahead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Washington! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Pulled down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the option. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Here's the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Washington, 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got his man to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have...
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Might be calling a hot route. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Snatches it on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Washington right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after that disastrous sack knocks him out of the red zone, it's third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good you're...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out?
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Husker. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 5 over Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. All by himself down the middle. Tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
21.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run to the left. Creates a little room. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husky. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but You've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the point after is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Ashmore. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Lets it fly. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Huskers in the hurry-up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Robbins.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few 1st downs, get that first down right now.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wide open downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Snap it to the back. Got room to work. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The offense changing the play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the air on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Handoff to the lone back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Running behind that left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Get set.
Trying play action. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Set back by the earlier sack. Maybe a hint of desperation here. Behind and going for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.